I wanted to present to you this much what I have done in the last 70 years as the first Asian immigrant to be hired by a mainstream newspaper. That was in 1958. I was the first Asian immigrant to be hired by a mainstream newspaper. Although yellow single men came to Rocky Shore, California, in search of their Kumsan, Gold Mountain. I am just in a position to echo what our great Martin Luther King, Tosan Anchamo, and another liberator, Reverend Hwang Sa-yong, told a group of slaves in Yucatan to organize a branch of Korean National Association. You know what he told these liberated slaves? 장하다. 장하다. Magnificent. You see, now the media, the ethnic media have been present for 100 years. The mainstream media have defined our destiny by their pressing on the public perception. So ever since the California's every white newspapers, every politician, especially the progressive politicians, and every political party, every labor union have, through their propaganda, defined our ancestors here who built California. So what I'm trying to say is that I am witnessing literally the breakthrough historical moment right here. What happened, it was beyond our imagination that the San Francisco Board of Supervisors unanimously passed the memorial for comfort women. And also this is a place where the young third generation Chinese, Japanese, and Korean Americans came to defense, they came out of their own tribal boxes of Chinese, Koreans, and Japanese. They formed the defense committee to help defend and rescue a Korean boy, a mixed-up Korean boy from death row. It took 10 years to do it. But what I'm telling you is that I'm supposed to speak about the media. We are in a dangerous time now, even after 150 years in America. Now, all the prestige newspapers are making us a second Jews. I see in the horizon rising anti-Semitism. We are becoming the second Jews. There is anti-Semitism coming. And it is about time that Japanese, Chinese, American, Koreans, Philippines, Latinos, they have to speak out. The Asian American ethnic media have been kept quiet, and the media have perpetuated 100 years to make us yellow peril. And it is about time that, our ethnic media our ethnic media, Chinese, Japanese, Koreans, and Filipinos, had they banded together, we may be able to prevent mass incarceration of Japanese Americans. And I'm not joking. It is about time, because Asian Americans have been left out of national discourse for 150 years. And who are the enemy? Our enemy is us. We met our enemy because we are too damn quiet. We kept silent. We kept silent, and they defined us. Still, our public perception is we are ambiguous. We are uneasy. We have a double loyalties. And for instance, a week ago, New York Times had a big story about Asian Americans have become rich, highest income tax. Asian Americans have literally become most affluent family. They have had the highest job occupation, and they have the highest SAT scores. Literally, they have made Asians a second Jew. And this is a very dangerous time we have. We have to speak up. It's a dangerous time because we all immigrants from south of border and east of the Mississippi, we are all living in a killing field. We have succeeded. Two parties have succeeded, making our center of the city a killing field. We made a killing field in Vietnam, Cambodia. We have in the last 30 years. Every city has become killing field. And the two parties are responsible. And our children have lived in the killing field. And that's why I think it is time that we speak up today. Otherwise, we will become, we have never learned the lesson. For instance, grandchildren of the Nazi death camp, they spent 40 years to demonstrate that there was a Holocaust. They went to Germany. Every grandchildren of survivors of Holocaust have kept to prove that there was a Holocaust. So they, right now in a city, every city, we have a museum of tolerance. It was a creation of grandchildren. And the grandchildren of a concentration camp in America, so the sunset, they did not stay silent. They went all out to prove that the federal government has a big lie. Before Pearl Harbor, they investigated Japanese Americans have been loyal. But after Pearl Harbor, federal government made a computer fraud. And they had put 120,000 children and the parents in the concentration camp. But they took 40 years to bring truth, honor, and compensations. 1988 is the greatest historical moment. It took 40 years. Okay, 1992, we had a first Made in America program. Media instigated bogus race war, pitting blacks against Koreans. Although it was the greatest multiracial rebellion against the 30 years of denuding the killing field, the oasis in the city, all the jobs were sent out overseas. And they literally made South Los Angeles a killing field. And after we had America's first program, where black and Koreans became the conflict, but it was a goddamn lie. It was not the black and the Korean conflict. It was a multiracial, multi-generational. The people are just fed up, and it was those. It was not Koreans who had the highest death row. Latinos, they've been burned 5,000. My point is, Latinos had the biggest victim. But the media is scared to bring out the Latino victims. So what I'm telling you is that Saigu, April 29th, it was not a black rebellion. That's a big lie. So I'm telling you, it is the grandchildren of your generation. So every bureaucracy has a secret document right now. So the grandchildren, this is a good beginning. We have a first pan-Asian American movement right here with the Tulsa Lee and the Comfort movement. This is a historic. That the Asians, the Chinese, Koreans, Japanese, Filipinos, they came out of a tribal box, liberated themselves, worked together. So I'm not joking, my friend. I think this is the beginning, and we have 40 years to bring the truth, honor to the victims, tens of thousands of victims of Koreans and Japanese who have been mistaken as Koreans and Chinese. We have to bring truth honor and compensation. Thank you.
다음은 이 앙상블에서 고향의 봄의 축하 연주 클라리넷이 있겠습니다. There's going to be compositions with clarinet from Lee Ensemble, and the name of the song is Spring of a Hometown.
I love your passion.
같이 갑시다.